Welcome to What If Universe. I want to tell you a calm and strange story. We will explore a single, simple question. It is a question that seems small, but its answer is immense. What if the Earth, our home, stopped spinning for just 1 second? It is a fleeting moment in time, the length of a single heartbeat. But in that moment, everything we know would be changed forever. The world we have built, and the world nature has shaped, would face a force beyond imagination. The Earth moves in two fundamental ways. It spins on its axis, like a massive tilted top. This rotation gives us our day and our night. It is the steady rhythm of life. The Earth also travels in a vast circle around the Sun. This is its orbit, its translation through space. This grand journey gives us our seasons and our year. Both of these movements are incredibly fast. We do not feel them because everything, including the air we breathe and the oceans we sail, moves with us. It is a grand, cosmic dance. Now imagine both movements cease. For one single, silent second, the Earth becomes perfectly still in space. Then just as suddenly, it resumes its spin and its journey. This pause is brief, shorter than a single breath, but the change is violent. Inertia is unleashed. When the ground stops, everything not bolted to the core tries to keep going. Everything becomes a projectile. The air, the water, the people, everything we have built are hurled forward. They continue at Earth's original speed, over 1,600 kilometers per hour at the equator, faster than sound. In 1 second, the ground stops. But the world upon it does not. A wave of destruction is born. The first disaster comes from the air. The atmosphere keeps moving at supersonic speed. Unlike any hurricane or tornado, it becomes a global sheet of sandpaper, shredding everything. Buildings are shredded, concrete and steel torn like paper, forests ripped from the ground. Anything living on the surface is swept into a storm of debris and sound that circles the globe. Friction flash heats the land, igniting fires that set the stage for even greater catastrophe. Worst at the equator, less toward the poles, but nowhere truly safe from the first atmospheric blast. The oceans, covering most of our world, obey inertia. The seafloor stops. The water does not. This is no normal wave. It is a global mega-tsunami. Waves unlike anything in history, measured not in meters, but in kilometers, rush over continents. Eastern shores of every continent are overwhelmed. Cities like New York, Tokyo, Shanghai are submerged and crushed. The water surges hundreds, even thousands of kilometers inland, over plains and up valleys. Low-lying countries and entire islands disappear. The world's geography is violently redrawn. The ocean's kinetic energy strikes continents with incredible force, stressing the crust. Coastlines crumble as continental plates are depressed. Shockwaves ripple through the earth. Like a liquid bulldozer, the flood strips soil, vegetation, life, then drags it back to sea. Chaotic sloshing forms new inland seas. The oceans become a thick, toxic slurry of mud, rock, and civilization. In that single second, our modern world ceases. Every vehicle becomes an unguided projectile. Cars, trucks, and trains keep their speed, then collide with a world that has stopped. Highways tangle into scrap. Trains fly from tracks, carving paths of destruction. Bridges designed for vertical loads face immense horizontal force. Supports snap, spans fall. Skyscrapers are not built for their foundations to stop while their tops keep moving at over 1,000 kilometers per hour. Unimaginable shear shatters frames. Towers snap at their bases. Upper stories launch and lower sections crumble. Inside, people are thrown at lethal speeds as floors pancake. The city's fragile web tears. Power grids, water mains, and gas lines rupture, sparking countless fires. Refineries and chemical plants detonate, sending fireballs and toxic clouds into debris-choked air. Airports become wreckage fields. In the sky, aircraft meet a supersonic hurricane. Pilots lose control, and many craft tear apart or drop from the clouds. The planet's braking transmits force through the crust, triggering earthquakes everywhere. At once, every plate shifts. Faults from California to Africa rupture in a global seizure of the highest magnitudes. Grounds liquefy. Deep pressure changes squeeze magma chambers. Volcanoes erupt across the globe. Even supervolcanoes, like Yellowstone, may be driven to full-scale eruption. Trillions of tons of ash, sulfur, and rock rise into the upper atmosphere. With coasts torn and soil stripped, the shaking triggers vast landslides. Mountain faces collapse, valleys bury, new lakes form. Frictional heat and ruptured fuels ignite continent-spanning firestorms. In space, altered conditions send satellites tumbling. A rain of orbital debris burns back through the sky. Billions of tons of soot, ash, and sulfates encircle the globe, blocking sunlight. In the aftermath of that single second, the world is unrecognizable. Survivors, if any, face a frozen, toxic silence. Coastlines are new. Transport and power gone. Water fouled, food failed. Extinctions sweep a shattered biosphere. Over years, ash settles and the sun returns. The climate changes, but life, resilient, finds a way. A 1-second stop is fantasy, but it reveals a truth. We live by delicate balances on a spinning world. Our world, its cities, its art, its dreams, exists in a fragile equilibrium. We are fragile passengers on a colossal sphere, and the forces that protect us could also destroy us. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like for more.